and welcome to my Mobile Ultrasound Business Podcast. Buckle up as we talk about an array of topics relating to the mobile ultrasound business industry. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you love our content. The wait is now over, and we are live in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. My name is Austin. I'm the founder of My Mobile Ultrasound Business, and I'm your podcast host. I want to thank everyone for coming in and listening to this new podcast. This is our very first episode. And so I just wanted to introduce myself and give you guys a glimpse of things we're going to be talking about and discussing during this podcast. So buckle up your seatbelts and get ready for the ride because we're gonna dive deep into things and we're just gonna talk about a lot of things relating to the mobile ultrasound business industry. I'm so excited about this podcast, and I hope you guys learn a lot. So, just to recap off about a few things that we'll be discussing during this podcast, and as well during future podcasts. So, first, we're gonna talk about topics such as like just general aspects of the mobile ultrasound industry, right? Also, we're going to be talking a lot about rules and regulations of the mobile ultrasound industry. So, as a lot of you guys know, if you're in healthcare or you're in healthcare business or just in healthcare in general, operating in like a clinic or a hospital, just with a regular job, you know that there's a lot of rules and regulations in healthcare, right? When we're on the job, there's like a lot of things that we're doing that's just, it seems repetitive, but these are things that we have to do over and over and over to stay in compliance. So with the mobile ultrasound business industry, it's the same. So anybody that talks to me, anybody that has a consultation with me, you'll know like the number one thing that I preach in our program and in our course is compliance. We want to make sure we're compliant with all the federal healthcare laws, all the rules and regulations, so and that way, you're protecting your own business as well as your physician client's business or your client's business, right? So you just want to be very, very careful to be mindful of the rules and regulations, and we're going to talk quite a lot about that during the course of this podcast. Another thing we're going to talk about are we're going to talk about the pros and cons of setting up a mobile ultrasound business. A lot of people just think, you open up the business, you go file your articles of incorporation or you register your LLC with the state, and then the clients just magically flow to you. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you that's not the case. There is a lot of hard work in setting up and operating a successful mobile ultrasound business. So when you're doing that transition from employer or employee rather to business owner, it's a totally different ball game. You're going out, you're finding clients. In the beginning, you're most likely going to be doing everything by yourself. You're going to be keeping the books, doing the accounting. You're going to be doing inventory. You're going to be out there chasing down leads on your sales and marketing. You're going to have to find new doctors to service. You're going to have to chase down radiologists to work with you. You're going to have to get all of this stuff in order, and which luckily we help with quite a bit of it in the program, but nonetheless it's still hard and it's tough work. you know um, it's definitely not easy, so we're going to be talking about things such as that. Also, we're going to be talking a lot about how to get new clients on demand, how to do sales and marketing. For those that don't know, marketing is sort of my background, and so I'm very excited about this portion. I feel like I'm going to add a lot of value to listeners on this portion. So just stay tuned for future episodes. We'll have a couple of episodes on marketing and sales, and we'll break down some really good tips and strategies. Also, we're going to be talking about how to service and retain your client base. So it's not just enough to get the physician client or the physician doctor or the clinic, right? You have to provide good service to your clients, and you have to work on your retention, right? Making sure that account is happy, making sure they're satisfied, making sure if there's any problems or issues that come up, you guys are solving those pretty quickly, and also you want to make sure you guys have good communication and you want to have good processes and systems in place to help you deal with a lot of that. Also, again, like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of industry updates and important federal government regulations. So one of the things about healthcare is that the regulations are always changing. They're always being updated. Luckily, we haven't had too many major changes in the last few years, but it's important to keep an eye out on that because you want to update your service agreements if needed, or any contracts or anything that needs to be updated if needed in the event of an industry update or if there is a change in any government regulations, right? So, also, we're going to talk about how to operate your business as efficiently as possible. And we're going to also talk about many, many, many other topics that just kind of just come to me or come to our organization and our staff as we go. So, in closing, I just want to say if you guys have any ideas or suggestions for any episodes of this podcast, or if there is anything that you would like me to talk about or our team to talk about, please send us an email or just simply leave us a comment on our YouTube channel or just email the comment or any of the podcast channels. Just get in touch with us. We're pretty easy to find. We can be found at mymobileultrasoundbusiness.com, and you can just send us a message on there or give us a call. So in closing, I just want to say I look forward to this podcast and I look forward to learning and also educating you all on everything that I've learned about the mobile ultrasound business over the last 8 years, and also everything that I've applied to the mobile ultrasound business over the last 8 years. So, hey guys, that's all for today for the first introduction episode, episode one. I'll see you guys on episode two, and I'm ready to bring some value. So let's go.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. If you are interested in starting your very own mobile ultrasound business, please visit us online at www.mymobileultrasoundbusiness.com.